I have always been someone who prefers dine-in to takeaways. I have always enjoyed going out to my favorite restaurants, and going to a restaurant for me has always been about the entire experience, the food, the ambience and all of it. But last year when COVID struck, the situation changed completely because most of the restaurants closed for dine-in and the only option left was takeaways. While I do try to cook most of my meals at home, there are times when I do crave for some of my favorite foods from some of my favorite restaurants. And at times like these, one of my biggest concern is the plastic packaging that comes along with my food order. Let me be frank, I have not yet come up with a 100% sustainable solution to this problem. But I thought of making this video so that I could share some of the tips that I practice and which may help you in reducing your waste the next time you order it. Number 1, I always make sure to rinse thoroughly the food containers and dry them before disposing them in the dry waste bin. Because if you dispose a soiled food container in your waste bin, then it can attract a lot of ants and flies, and it can also contaminate your other dry waste which is stored in that bin, thus reducing the chances of recycling any of this contaminated waste. Number 2, I try to order more dry items than gravy items. This is because a restaurant is more likely to use aluminium food containers or cardboard boxes or paper boxes to send dry items, but a gravy item is most likely to be sent in a plastic container in order to avoid the spillage. Plus, a hot food item in a plastic container is extremely harmful for our health. But in case any item still comes in a plastic food container, then we try to immediately transfer it into a steel or a glass container before serving. Number 3, I like to stick to ordering food from those restaurants which use eco-friendly packaging. For example, if we were to order a pizza, I would order my pizza from a small pizzeria close by rather than ordering it from one of those big pizza giants like Domino's or Pizza Hut. Only because my neighborhood pizzeria uses plain cardboard boxes such as these, and if you notice, there is absolutely no product branding on these cardboard boxes. I can directly use this cardboard as a replacement for my dry leaves in my compost. While the pizza boxes from the big pizza giants usually have a lot of product branding on their outside cover, and I do not prefer to compost such boxes because of the ink that is used. Also, my small neighborhood pizzeria does not make use of that small plastic triangular pizza stand to hold the pizza, which is again another waste. Number 4, when you order a pizza, restaurants usually send out these small sachets of oregano and chili flakes to spice up your pizzas. When you order burgers, sandwiches or french fries, you would find such sachets of ketchups or sauces as accompaniments to your order. Now, most of the times I have noticed that restaurants blindly send too many of these, which just end up in a landfill, because if you notice, most of these are made up of MLP or multi-layer plastic packaging, so they cannot even be recycled. So here's what I like to do. When you order your food from a food aggregator platform like Swiggy or Zomato, you get an option to mention any special notes to the restaurant just before making the payment. So I like to specifically mention there not to send me any of these sachets along with my order. If I do need to use any oregano or chili flakes, I try and use one of the older packet which I had been saving from the previous order. Number 5, another thing that you can consider doing is purchase a bottle of oregano seasoning if you do order a lot of pizzas, pastas or such continental food. Please try and buy oregano in a glass bottle so that you can repurpose the bottle. As for chili flakes, there is no need to buy anything separately because all of us have chili flakes readily available in our kitchen. Just take one of these red chilies from your kitchen, open them up, you get your chili flakes. Simple, right? Now coming to tomato ketchups. I'm not a big supporter of the commercially available tomato ketchups, but I'm at least glad that the tomato ketchup is still sold in glass bottles in India. So if you are someone who eats a lot of sandwiches, burgers, french fries, and you like your meals with tomato ketchup, then please go ahead and buy yourself a glass bottle, and you can reuse that glass bottle once you have finished consuming your ketchup. Number 6, for certain places like our usual omelette pav vendor, we like to drive all the way to his stall with our own empty steel containers such as these, and we parcel the food in these containers and then drive home. The fact that this small outlet is not listed on Swiggy or Zomato gives us another reason to drive all the way. So if you have a favorite restaurant in your vicinity too, you can follow the same method. Just call up the restaurant beforehand and place the order directly at the restaurant without using any of the apps, and tell them that you will be coming to the restaurant with your own food containers so that they do not pack the food in any single-use containers. 7. All of the plastic food containers that I get into my house, I never dispose them in my dry waste. Instead, I try to repurpose them to elongate their life. For example, I use plastic food containers such as these to store garlic. I use plastic food containers which have a transparent opening to store such small items in my kitchen like clips and spoons and so on. I have also repurposed such plastic food containers as sapling starters. I also use the larger plastic food containers to store dry items like dals and pulses and cereals and so on. I also use the plastic food containers to parcel food for family, friends and relatives. So basically I always try to repurpose the plastic food containers rather than just using them for that single use and disposing them. Ultimately, I would like to say just one thing. The only 100% sustainable solution to creating zero waste from food takeaways is to never order food from outside and to cook all your meals at home at all the time. Because even if you're driving to the restaurant with your own steel containers, you're still consuming all that fuel. So it is not a 100% sustainable solution. So my only advice to you would be to just be mindful of your own actions before you order in next time. If you cannot refuse it, at least try to reduce your waste wherever possible. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave me a comment below to share any sustainable tips that you follow. I'll see you the day after with yet another video in this Plastic Free July series. So until next time, bye-bye.